think it's a product of the new evangelization that I'm getting more involved in Liturgy of the Hours now. I was in adoration for 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
I remember just understanding from being in Christ's presence that He wanted me to think of Him every day. And what I got from that was start every day with God. And what I do now because of that is I'll do Liturgy of the Hours every morning. I'll do the morning prayer. And I just kind of took it upon myself to start the day and end the day with God. And whatever happens in between, is my prayer. So. It's definitely brought me in communion with the church, with the people. Whether or not I spend time with them afterwards, I'm praying with them. I could play basketball with my friends. I could study with them. I could have a conversation with them. But I can't say that I pray with every single one of my friends. So this is like a special group of friends. This is the church. This is like people that I could say I'm in communion with, which is really cool. And I've grown in closer communion with God. I get a chance to just walk into His church, sit down in front of Him and say, "Hey, I'm here. What do you want me to do today?"
Since the beginning of time, humanity has been called to relationship, a communion between God and man. In the fullness of time, through Jesus Christ, the fullness of liturgy came to be, by way of signs perceptible to the human senses, for the sanctification of man, restoring him to full communion.
I think my first encounter with the Lord was in adoration. It was kind of a tough time in my life where I was really doubting that the Lord really loved me. And I remember I was before the Blessed Sacrament, and immediately I just felt this intense warmth around me. The Lord was saying to me, "What do you mean I don't love you? Here I am." And so that kind of was the first time that I really felt that connection with the Lord, and He began to draw me closer and closer to Him ever since then.
The liturgical life is most marked by the Holy Mass, but in keeping with the liturgy of the Word and the liturgy of the Eucharist, which comprise the fullness of the Mass, we find Christ equally present in the celebration of the Liturgy of the Hours, which in actuality is a celebration of the Word, and of Eucharistic adoration, which is a celebration of the Eucharist. Where in all three of these we take part in a foretaste of the heavenly liturgy, which we await as pilgrims in the earthly life that we have now, and as citizens of heaven, the holy city of Jerusalem.
I really like the liturgy, how it's always changing, but at the same time, everyone's experiencing the same liturgy throughout the world.
I just think about how in the Mass we're united with all Catholics all over the world celebrating the sacred mystery. We're united with all the Catholics that have ever been and ever will be in celebrating the sacred mystery.
So why the ritual? Why the vestments? Why the ceremonies? Why the externals? Well, see, as people, as His creation, we are called to encounter Christ. See, liturgy isn't an invention or work of art. Rather, liturgy is someone. As the mystery of Christ is proclaimed at every liturgy, through these signs and symbols we see in a veiled way Christ, the Redeemer, as He ministers to His people, and through them transforms us.